Hey everyone, how we doing? My name is Tim Concours and this is Focus on Detailing. Today's video is going to be all about a very popular product and I'm going to be finding out if it's worth it. I'm going to be going in with a reasonably unbiased approach towards NovaJet, as it's a pretty common go-to for me with a lot of the cars that I do. But hopefully this video will still be beneficial for anyone out there that's keen on trying a new product. A bit of an overview before the test part of the video. It's a spray coating that provides high levels of gloss and extremely hydrophobic surface that can last up to 6 months. For a 250ml bottle like this one, it costs $40 from a site called Waxit, and you won't be needing that much for each car, so it does last a little while. I believe that'll do for the brief overview. As always, I'm going to be going into more detail during the actual test part of the video. Now today, the car that I'll be working on is very special, and I say that because not only is it my dad's car, but it's also going up for sale very soon. So, if you want to buy it, let me know. This is what's going to be getting the love today, a 2009 SLK 350. It was recently cleaned, but we want to be getting it beyond a simple wash. As always, I start with cleaning the wheels. I'm using Bowden's own Wheelie Clean and the wheel woolies and brush from JME Detailing. If you'd like to skip to when I'm using NovaJet, then feel free to jump to this time. I foamed up the car with a strip wash, which just means in this case I added Bowden's own orange agent to the soap mix to help remove any existing protectants, basically creating a more thorough clean. While the foam was resting and helping to dispose of any light mess across the surface, I'd grab the brush to agitate any hard to clean areas like around the badges and grille. Once I was content that it had dwelled for long enough and I got everywhere that I needed to, I then rinsed it off starting from the top, then working my way to the bottom. Make sure you're pretty thorough as the foam can be hiding in some sneaky spots. The 2-bucket method was up next and I made sure to use a soap that was free of any unnecessary protective products, as all of these steps were trying to remove any existing ones that are across the paint. I was working in straight back and forth motions over a section at a time, rinsing as I was done. This may seem over the top to show all of this when I can simply show the given product in action, but at least you can see the steps involved in what I do to ensure a good, accurate test. I may sound like a broken record repeating myself with these processes, but it's still a helpful refresher or for any newcomers, plus it's good fun. Once I was finished with the 2-bucket wash, I dried the car as it was a requirement for the next product. It was Bowden's own 3-way. I've recently reviewed this product, so if you're after a more in-depth video, a link to it will be in the description, but for now, I'll continue keeping things going. It's a chemical decon spray that helps remove waxes, sealants, hidden iron particles, and also works as a clay lube, helping to create a cleaner, prepped surface. I sprayed a generous amount over a section at a time, let it rest for a few minutes, then used the claying rubber to help complement 3-way in removing more of the embedded iron. This is an added step that's going to allow for a cleaner and superior bond with NovaJet to the surface, helping it look better and last longer. I rinsed it all off thoroughly, then went over the car once more with the wash mitt to make sure no residue was left from 3-way, then dried it one final time. So now the car was stripped, clean and ready to go. This would be a time where you could go through with the paint correction stage, but fortunately, this car was done not that long ago and the paintwork is in great condition. Now I've got my 2 towels, one low pile and the other flipped to the high pile. I sprayed directly onto the paint, although depending on where you're working over the car, spraying into the towel first can work too. The low pile side was used to evenly spread the product across the surface, then using the other microfiber towel, I buffed to a clean finish. Straight away, it's an easy on, easy off. Pretty simple, there's no smearing and that would be quite noticeable on the black paint. You don't need to sit there for ages trying to remove any excess residue, it bonds really well. It was quite noticeable which side got the treatment and which side didn't, one feeling grippy and the other super slick. I continued over the rest of the car, coating the lights, windows and wheels. Although when doing the wheels it's probably best to use a separate microfiber towel. It was all done pretty quick and the results were quite impressive, adding more gloss and depth. I hardly used any product to coat the car and it was done in no time at all. And yes, I know it's a small car, but even so it makes for an easy protective stage. I left the car for a few days just to show how easy it makes cleaning it once it's coated with NovaJet. There was a light layer of dust which is unavoidable in Mildura, but after a quick rinse it slid off as easy as the water did. The water was left in very tight beads depending on how the water was actually hitting the surface, but that's exactly what we're after and is a massive improvement to what it was before. Drying the car is now super easy. Simply using the blower is enough to remove the majority of the water and then following up with a drying towel to spot dry. Would I say that NovaJet is worth it? Absolutely yes. It seems crazy how such a small amount of that spray over the car can make such long-lasting results, but it does. I've had it on both my BMW and the SLK before and it lasts for at least 4 months. And that was with me using my car constantly and washing it regularly. It's left a super slick layer over the car's surface and it's an amazing shine. As explained before, it also makes protecting your car a very easy process. Being able to coat paint, wheels, glass, vinyl and plastics, giving them protection from UV and contaminants. Now there's nothing stopping you from layering your other favourite waxes or sealants over the top of NovaJet once it had properly cured. So that's it for this video, I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out some of my other uploads and I'll catch you all later.